What do we think?
What do we think?
All right, not this time. I'm thinking, you know, Pangolier has a counter. I think EG also spent probably like 20% of their time between the games to think about the draft, 80% of the time how to counter that question mark. Because it's a mental warfare out there.
Looking good.
Prepare for battle.
You thought to tame the
I'm very
fire?
excited to see it. I'm very happy that we're getting to see an RTZ PA. I think this is going to be one of those carry heroes that either just is explosive, pops off, and carries the whole game on his back, or he's going to look very underwhelming. So a lot of focus on whether RTZ is going to have an amazing game, or if maybe that question mark is going to tilt him off his sort of game. Thank you very much, Shibi. Yes, getting ourselves ready for this full game now. 2-1 at the moment. EG still with the advantage here in this best of 5. And Lacoste, now, I've got to ask, if you're getting question marked, are you playing better the next game, or does it get to you?
There needs to be some kind of response. You know, you need to have a strat prepared for this, because you cannot let this not be punished. Like, you need to punish the question mark in the old chat. You need to start pipping. Like, if Emo gets killed, I expect all 5 pips, you know, just straight going onto him.
Let's see what sort of game Emo can have. We saw last time Emo had a really good start, a tough mid-game, but a few over-aggressive moves did hurt him. And obviously he was able to pick it back up in the late game. Level 25. Eyes on him. And overall, what sort of jumps out to you as being necessarily strong, weak from both these drafts?
IG, they have like a good laning stage. You know, Troll, pretty much he always finds a farm, goes back to jungle, farms that Battle Fury. Emo on Ember Spirit has been really impressive. Like, whenever you have Ember Spirit, you need to have something that deals tower damage. JT on the bottom lane, on a Bloodseeker. We've seen what Bloodseeker can do. Either the position 4 Pangolier or the position 1 Phantom Assassin. Like, it just kind of cripples your RTZ play the exact same matchup. I believe the first game. And, like, you can't blink. Like, you blink, you take the damage, it's gonna be hard. Also, JT should have a relatively good time on the bottom lane. Playing into Phantom Assassin, there isn't just not enough damage to threaten a kill. I would say on a Bloodseeker, he has 6 armor, starting with the magic stick. One thing they need to do is block the big camp. Just Kaka needs to body block the big camp, and so Fly can't get that big creep.
Ollie nearly gets taken out there, just has to put the fire. Salve here is crit. Get aggressive onto him. But right, Fly's got to be careful. Kaka, especially when they hit level 2, they're going to have good setup to hold either Fly or RTZ in the blood right.
Yeah, that's what you want to have. Whenever the Bloodseeker is picked, you want to have some kind of slow, some kind of stun to pair it up with the blood right, keep them inside.
Yeah, going in the mid lane, pretty even so far in the early levels. Now Arbed, very comfortable now into the Storm with the amount of games that we just go for it in the draft.
He's just eating up. You know, these were just practices, and this is the game that matters.
What a
Bloodseeker.
Put the stick charges. RTZ turns his attention over towards Kaka. The Blood Bright's down. RTZ's got to back off, but the Hex is going to catch RTZ inside of the Blood Bright. JT and Kaka, they're going to dive to finish off the kill. They'll get it. First blood for IG as they take down RTZ. Stuns back up for Kaka, who looks to Fly. Getting both of them there. Fly down to the last couple of tangos. Does have a Sour coming out. Smart move there for Mike as they bait RTZ in.
Bloodseeker is so tanky, like you could see him holding on to the Fairy Fire, comes back in, Magic Stick, gets some heal from the Thirst. It's a lot of damage, you know, because there was a fight going on, they could not block the camp, so Fly will take over the big creep.
Oh, sweet.
Now they need to be careful. Having Helter Smasher with that clap, it's a lot of damage. It's just 150 damage.
Big crit. Coming in for that extra bit of damage onto Emo. Emo's got the Fairy Fire. Arbor, can he get one more hit? He can't. Emo's going to be fine. Still has 2 tangos to keep himself in the lane.
Next day.
Okay, here we come. Tips, bit of a voice lines used. This is a standard crit move from position 4 whenever he has any kind of slow, any kind of stun. He hides and then TPs to the mid lane, leaves some solo XP to Ice.
Yeah, sure. Gives it the opportunity to solo XP. Is he actually going to hit her Ice? Not quite. Fly. Just enough damage there to take him out.
Are fortified.
Yeah, that Orb of Venom actually making the difference. You know, just holding him a bit closer to them so they can deal the damage.
No.
Seeing mid, like really back a little bit. Does have a salve. Again, multiple mangoes and clarities coming out to keep them in the lane. That 4-minute power rune going to be incredibly important here between these two spirits. See what sort of moves are made to secure that for each side. Bottom lane, despite that kill and the pressure being put onto Arteezy, his farm's still looking solid. 16 and 5 against the 13 and 4 of JT. Gonna look to try and chase down Kaka here.
They're making a move on Lion. Already used pretty much everything they had. Blood right.
Try and turn it, set up for the Blood Bright, but he's gonna go down. He can get the kill, JT won't be able to finish off Lion.
This was an easy one. Kaka just kind of handles this kill to them. Runes, Emo bottled a DD. Abed needs to be a bit more careful with that double damage on the Ember Spirit, like also rotation from Lion could possibly come onto the mid lane.
Prepare for a lesson.
Ice. Grab the freeway, also able to get. Fly's courier there. Hands. Fly, try for maybe another move down bottom with the set. Starting to beat down onto JT. JT with the Blood Right. Fly will still be caught in it, so they continue to commit on to JT.
Wait up.
A lot of slow, 100 move speed.
Control here with the stun of the Centaur, but the stick charges are up and the TP's coming in as well. Arteezy's got to be careful. Emo making the moves over, and he has that DD to go. Holding him in the Blood Right. Arteezy trying to run. Is he going to be able to jump out in time? He is. Over to the safety of Fly. IG they'll continue to run him down. They will manage to take his courier, so that's the one gone for a minute. Emo's going to have another catch. Still closing in on Arteezy. Chasing him away from the lane. Arteezy needs help.
He wants to blink out once again. 2 blinks. He lost a lot of CS, but this showed to JT, but JT realizes, you know, I'm not going to chase. I do not have the speed. Instead, I'll come back to the lane and get some extra levels. Also, I want to see another point in the Blood Right. He went for 2 points in Thirst. And he got nerfed. You know, this spell was so OP mid lane.
Going in onto Arbed. JT coming in. Arbed, he may just be able to turn a takedown. Holy, punch the Verify, but Emo's chasing down. Burning him. It's not enough though. Arbed will live, and now Emo underneath the tower. Fly's going to be able to turn and pressure Emo. Most of the bottle charges, salving up as well.
He's out of mana. Does not have enough for a spear. Oh, that was so close. Like if that connects, he's just straight up dead. So slow from Orb of Venom damage might just be enough. Top rune, haste. Emo, his bottle will get refilled.
Yeah, we grab that haste though. Zarbe.
Haste!
Gonna have that. Plays definitely able to be made. For now,
Dire's
like
top tower is under attack.
To get around some jungle camps. Look to just head back to base. Did that reset for some sort of TP gang, because level 6 has been hit. Arbed can look to make an impact on the side lane, so this is an opportunity.
Fly is very low on the top lane, needs 1 CS to be level 6. Let's see where he decides to... Top is being pinged out. Move on a mid. He just uses Remnant, gets back to safety. Arteezy not getting too much out of the bottom lane.
He's had to spend quite a bit of time moving away after Emo came in and chased him away from this. So Arteezy having a bit of a slower start. It's pressure from IG, and now IG getting some damage done to the tower. Arteezy still left on his own on this bottom, as Fly has to TP over towards the mid, get the bottle refill for Arbed. Playing crit, this unit plants the faces of Ollie and Fly.
And now they smoke. They need to help Arteezy. Yeah. He's level 5, 7 minutes in. Doesn't have too much CS. Like, Dead Prophet has more CS than Arteezy right now. It's kind of worrying, so they need to gank his lane.
Let's see if Arbed can get the jump in. It's Kaka. Gonna start things with the stun onto Arteezy, but IG, they are relatively aware of this. They'll try and lead in, but the Hex and the Blood Bright laid down will stop them from being able to close the gap onto JT. It just might stop them from getting Kaka now. Arbed's going to look to die. He's able to dodge the stun, gets in on top of him. They'll be able to free up the space for Arteezy on this bottom lane a little bit more now.
Even though there was a good Hex in the silence, they still get the kill on position 5. They wanted to kill Bloodseeker there because he is, you know, he's more farmed than Arteezy at this point. Like, he has 14 denies, 32 CS.
See the jump from Arbed and Fly, and attacks the mid, but crits around, and he's picked up the Arcane Rune. Emo up to the high ground, and the TP coming in from Kaka. Stop PG from diving with the 3 of them.
Seems like the story of this major for the mid laners is refill the bottle. Like, whoever can die, whoever can go to base, just please refill my bottle so I can keep playing aggressively.
And in Secret's case, it's oops, I shouldn't have picked up that box. A lot of bottle shenanigans around the mid lane have occurred this tournament.
Yeah, no one lost their bottle in this game. That's what's important. That Prophet is level 6. They can start putting some pressure on the top tower because Troll does not want to be in the lane anymore. Someone else needs to be there. I'm not sure if they can defend. Like, one thing they can do is possibly rotate another hero to the bottom and just outnumber them in pressure. And that's exactly what the Fly does. Like, he wants to get a trade from it.
On top lane, space is there for Ice with the Ghost. Tier 1 will be taken down by EG. No defense from IG as they look to just try and find space to get the farm going for Fly.
So it will be a trade. Bottom tower dropping very low. They know no one is there. Defending, JT going for a lot of ATAS, which I really like, against the Phantom Assassin, against the Storm Spirit, and Prophet. Good setup for Blood.
Getting a little bit baited here. As far as I remember, Steph has a turn through the Hexen. They lock down Arbed. Arbed, very aggressive move there as he starts to punch into Emo, but Emo's got backup.
Emo also needs to be careful about using those tips straight away. Needs to save some for the mid and late game.
Tip management, a very, very important level of resource management in Dota 2. Games like this where quite a bit's on the line, major grand finals. Gotta make sure you're ready to hit your enemy.
I'm looking at the chat right now, a lot of question marks. Seems like they're not, chat does not know what we're talking about. We need to explain things.
It's a very confusing game, Dota 2, so I think it's the natural response from the viewers.
They're like, what is this? What's happening? Like, everything needs to be explained. No one knows anything. 2021, what a year to be in.
Big crit. He's gonna roll. He's gonna TP with the blood. Ooh, he has to stop it. Has to stop it to stop the bleed.
You just die. Like, if you try to TP out at these early levels and you're not tanky enough, you just straight up die.
Stupendous!
Making some good space to push in on the mid here with JT.
Dire structures
That
are
Rod of
fortified.
Atos first. Ollie.
Radiant structures
Level 5.
are fortified.
Try and find this Phoenix 6
Radiant's
if they can.
middle tower is under attack.
One of Fly getting some good space health coming out. Perseverance done. Away to Battle Fury and still
Dire's top tower
spot.
is under attack.
Network. RTZ also making steps towards his. Picked up the broadsword.
Yeah, you want to get, as a Phantom Assassin, if you did not pick up Ring of Health in the laning stage, you really don't need it for the jungle pretty much. Especially if you find something like a Royal Jelly, then you have enough regeneration. So just get more damage, you're going to get more farm because the damage makes a lot of sense. Yeah, you can see here, no, Emo is not going to use his tip there, so Kaka steps in like a real bro.
Their tip spread nice and even. No telling how long this game could go. And with both teams having a Battle Fury carry, this could step up to be one of the longer ones. Coming in very aggressively here. Ahmed's going to be able to set things up. The silence from Ice not quite there in time. Emo's able to just escape.
If they connect with that silence, roll, and another roll bounce, I think they have enough damage to bring him down. They also have enchant, so they can dispel his flame guard, which is a pretty big deal.
Dire are scanning.
Kaka and JT, they're out on the hunt at this moment, seeing if they can maybe find Arteezy. Crit again, just trying to get in position to put a stop to these sort of moves, but it's a good long wraparound from IG.
And look what Kaka is doing. He's saving the dome. He's not want to use it to show on the board. You know, maybe they use the dome. He's still level 5, so he does not want to show that he can, you know, have that finger in a team fight.
Right? They're going to be able to get the set on a fly, caught in the blood right fly. Even up. And IG now chase him down, take out the Enchantress. With that, have the space to push down this tier 1.
And now, because he got that XP, Kaka hands over book to Phoenix, who kind of needs a bit more XP. They're stacking the books. This is what I've noticed throughout this series. Like, Phoenix will not use this book. He'll try to get level 6 and give it to someone else if it's needed.
Yeah, it's sort of just being used as an emergency.
Yeah, exactly. IG's library. but you need to return the book. Otherwise, police gonna get you.
Yep, fine's gonna be. Good progress, Firefly. Sword away.
Most gracious.
Well, it's easy. Got enough to pick up his Claymore. Very close still.
Radiant's
between the two
bottom
of them.
tower is
A
under
bit of a lead
attack.
for Firefly. Smoke up from EG. Aggressive with Rolling Thunder and the lead in from Arbed. Good ways to start the fights. JT is pushing out on this bottom lane alone. So if they can punish this, JT stuck around a little too long, as here we have it. Leading from Arbed. Sets up a quick to perfectly get the Rolling Thunder. And there'll be no chance for a turnaround from JT. Smoke pays
Radiant's
off.
bottom tower
They're
is
gonna
under
delay
attack.
that. Sort of ATOS, it's gonna be a pretty good deal. Great setup for the Blood Right once again. Nice inside.
Radiant's tower is
Bit
under
of a
attack.
more like teamfight oriented build. These are like 2 points in Silence, 2 points in Crypt Swarm. But he's still keeping at the top 3 networks, which is pretty impressive.
This extended silence is going to be ever so more effective against Emo as well. When you see the Javelin, you know that it's not going to have a straight up Yule's rush. You're going to have that extra window where there won't be any counterplays to silence. Now bottom, Firefly. He's going to find an Arbed that's got no mana.
It's looking
Arbed with no chance of an escape. Firefly's
Told you
able
a
to pop the
storm
ult and
was
take him
coming.
down.
No tips whatsoever, so they're just keeping it. You know, they feel maybe Abed's gonna die multiple times, and this is gonna get the Troll Warlord to his Battle Fury. A bit of a delayed Battle Fury, but you know, it's an Orb of Venom, Magic Wand, Phase Boots Battle Fury 15 minutes in,
Precious
it's still fine. Phantom Assassin just needs another 800 gold to finish off hers.
No messing around from Emo and his build. After the Maelstrom, going straight into the BKB. You won't have to deal with the direct Orchid of Arbed, the Silence of Ice Ice Ice.
And BKB is just a much safer choice, where like you don't care about much any of the abilities other than the Exorcism.
Well, Arbed, he's got to be careful. The Rod of Atos done on JT. IG have some pretty phenomenal setup.
And once you get a BKB on Ember Spirit,
Radiant
your
are
Flame Guard
scanning.
cannot be purged off by Enchantress. Smoke from IG.
Scanned out though. EG, a little moves being made upon them. Careful how they stand around this position with no tier 1 tower backing them up. Nice. Still stepping over into this. They're going to be able to find the setup. Fingers getting shot down into the Blood Right. They look at Merv. Pretty tanky, but not tanky enough to withstand the damage of all the Goblins. Also has no escape. IG, despite the fact that EG scan it out, they knew something was coming, they weren't able to react or get away in time as they still lose 2.
Like they tried to pull themselves a bit more towards the north. They thought that Prophet can potentially, you know, tank all that damage. She's super tanky. Like, look at all these small items on Ice Ice. Power Presence, Strength, Wand, Casual Urn, Casual Medallion. Like, he does not have enough items for everything. Just wants to use the Raindrop, plug in for a BKB.
Look at his damage here. Arbed, he's got to run. He's going to chase him with a Remnant, see if he must got enough mana. He hasn't got another Remnant to play with, so Arbed will manage to get out, but a lot of damage being done. I mean, you know, pretty much got 2 back-to-back Maelstrom procs off on him.
A bit of a different game for Abed. Like, they managed to shut him down in Game 3. Also in Game 4, he's not having that good of a time. It's gonna be like 17, 18-minute Orchid.
Definitely just as the games go on in this series, with the amount of time they have to play against Arbed Storm, each and every time I'm
play
getting a
better.
little better at dealing with it.
And it's a huge difference when your carry, who's like, when you compare 2 Battle Fury carries, like once gets Battle Fury like 15 minutes before, like his items just skyrocket.
Firefly, 1.5k ahead of Arteezy right now. And arguably, it's a little easier for Firefly to fight us this time as a troll compared to what Arteezy's going to need on the PA before he can really turn up and be confident that IG aren't going to handle him completely.
Another smoke from IG, no scan this time around for EG.
Dire are
Orchid is
scanning.
done. Dire. Now they connect with the scan.
Sice has got to be careful here.
So EG should know something is up. You see this kind of a scan, no one showing on the lane. You pretty much know they're smoked.
Actually, they could look to Roche with Troll. If they catch a kill off this, is Kaka. He's got the opening onto Arteezy. Arteezy needs help, but he needs it now. They're going to have the man go down the cardigan, the blood by Arbex just comes to the side. Arteezy gets loaded, backing away. Arteezy will remain alive for now, but over to the side. Flyflies on top of Ice Ice Ice. Supernova going off. Ice 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 will fall.
Ice 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 giving away his life for Arteezy. Uses a nice silence. Silences the Bloodseeker so he can't use Rupture on him. And then, as you said, like, they're going inside the pit. They have enough damage coming up from the troll, but they need to be a bit more careful. Set Prophet will be out. No exorcism whatsoever. Let's see. Ahmed Storm wants to jump in. Silent. Online. Going to catch the play.
Ahmed is coming in very close. They're going to turn it into change. The roof setting up onto Ahmed. Ahmed. Head the finger comes down. Ahmed's gone. The dagger from the Arteezy will bring down Kaka. There's a 1-for-1. The IG still with the strength to push back easy away from the pit.
Roll Thunder is available.
Can they go for any sort of steal? Crit. He's going to try and start something off. He's going to get a perfect angle here off the three of them. Arteezy jumping in as well. They're bringing the tornado and they take down right for the rolling thunder. Bounces off the Emo. Emo pops the bomb. It comes out.
Arteezy getting it.
Arteezy's able to pick up the Aegis. JT's got to run, but he can't. And Fly will take him down. EG with a perfect fight around the pit as Crit gets the exact time to jump.
Man, he just got to that Rolling Thunder off cooldown, goes in, like, it does not get better than this. He goes in, gets the multiple, bounces off the walls, Arteezy goes in, gets the last hit. Who got the Roche kill?
It was EG as well.
Yeah, it was EG.
EG got it all. They get the kill, they get Aegis, and the timing there from Crit couldn't be more perfect. IG were trying to finish it off, trying to commit, but the Rolling Thunder just creating a huge problem for them in this area, and they have nothing item-wise to deal with that.
Yeah, there are no BKBs yet, so I believe Bloodseeker needs to use that Rupture on him in the team fights. We've seen what he can do. Enchantress getting caught should be an easy one.
Actually having to use Rupture to guarantee it there. Now with the Aegis on Arteezy, he's going to be at the point where 500 gold, Desolator's going to be done on top of the battlefield. And usually in this sort of a game with that amount of disable, you're probably going to look to try and farm out the BKB, but now because he's got the Aegis, EG could look to get aggressive already with just the Deso in the battlefield.
Yeah, you can skip. You can afford to skip the BKB here. If he does not have Aegis bottom lane, Storm is going to zip out. JT not fast enough to use the Road of Atos.
Regeneration.
This fight could be very scary for IG. Aegis Deso coming out on Arteezy. Regeneration Rune actually will already be popped. See that being saved by timing out. Anyway, EG they're looking to go. They're smoking up, they're heading over.
Dire's top tower is under
still in their
attack.
control, so Arteezy can TP over to get involved. He might not be. As they'll get a very quick and easy kill onto Ollie. Over into the trees, they're looking for JT, they've found him. Jarvan enough mana to close the gap, Prince in with a follow-up.
Radiant
EG, they'll catch and kill the two of them.
attack.
They're gonna give this kill to Storm Spirit. Rupture used. Once he respawns, he will have another Rupture. So it's all good. Just tries to make something happen. Gives them a charge on a magic one. That's the bad side of it. So Deso done on Phantom Assassin. Now they can start playing aggressively. They still have 2.5 minutes on that Aegis. Phantom Assassin just... Oh, and the double damage, because why not?
Oh boy.
Level 15 on top of that as well. So Blink, cast range, Phantom Strike.
Here come the crits.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They better, you gotta
Dire's
watch out. A
bottom
straight
tower is under
dagger here
attack.
from Arteezy could
Dire's
just take your head
structures are
off.
fortified.
You better have it. Aegis coming up. Lifeline Emo stepping forward. Remaining hidden in the shadows. Rabbits over towards the mid lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's spoken. Like, if he gets the crit, he's probably gonna try to jump, fly,
Dire's middle tower has
get the
fallen.
last hit on the tower. Just too much damage coming out from Arteezy. Definitely did not expect that.
With that play around the pit, Arteezy very much closing the gap between himself and Flyfly's Troll.
Dire are scanning.
Scan. They know where EG is. EG likes to hold the high ground, especially when they have another hero that can like control the vision, like a Lycan or a Beastmaster. Arteezy still trying to see what he can do with the dagger. You know, check how much damage when he uses the crit. Emo a bit too tanky to just get bursted down immediately. but the supports are very vulnerable.
Still hunting for a target. Fly underneath the ward top. They know that the rest of IG did start to back off towards the base, so these two, separate from the rest of the team.
Good reaction time from Kaka. Jumps away from a blink dagger, dagger from Phantom Assassin. Look at the armor on Bloodseeker. He has 34 armor when he's sitting next to tier 2 tower, has a dragon scale, has an armor talent, phase boots, and this hero just has a lot of starting armor to work with. They're waiting for 2 BKBs. One on Emo, which is done, one on Troll, which will be done in the next 30 seconds. Aegis will run out this way.
He's going to look to roll in there. We're going to jump around with the Phoenix section of boxes, but only goes to the trip. Over towards the Bloodseeker. RTZ close the gap and trying to get the Bloodseeker out of it. Emo commits for the BKB. But the crit's coming out from RTZ. Emo's got to be careful. He's still alive. The crit's going to lift. A big just from Armin comes flying across the map. Over towards JT. He's going to look towards Emo for the BKB. Where's up Emo? Start the finger. It's flash down Armin. Armin support. The James. Controlling RTZ. Can't jumping in as well. The coast throughout from Ice.
Aegis is gone.
Jumping him. Underneath the tower. Ice trying to keep himself alive. But the damage is too much as Ice will fall. Flies out with the TP crit, and RTZ they'll also be able to get away. As IG do buy back their JT, buying back to get back in the fight, will allow them to push back the rest of EG.
Fly keeps Chris alive with the Glimmer Cape and the 4 points in Nature's Attendance. They don't get the kill. He stops the Rolling Thunder immediately. They also needed to use the buyback there on a Bloodseeker. Abed needs to be a bit more careful, you know, how he's zipping in, controlling his mana, because the rest of the team was just not there. They were focusing the other stuff. So Arteezy, he was thinking about, you know, maybe I can get away with a Basher. BKB is a much safer. You know, BKB
Dire's
is a
top
BKB.
tower is under attack.
A little something
Got to
extra.
build defensive.
For the
ISO sites, he's already managed to do so. BKB is going to be done on ISO sites for the next fight. Will help him a whole lot to what has been some pretty nice turnarounds from Kaka. We're seeing stunts and hexes causing massive problems for EG's cores when they look to try and chase on for the target after targets. Bottom lane IG
Radiant's bottom
wants
tower
the tier
is
2
under attack.
tower as EG themselves not interested in turning up for this fight.
They can take the outpost
Radiant's
right now
bottom
after
tower
taking
has
a
fallen.
tower. Troll getting S and Y, just need to finish it off. Some status resistance is going to be great against those silences, against Bangaloo's Rolling Thunder.
Dire's top tower is under
I love the way
attack.
IG's itemizing. Like, even
Radiant's
Bloodseeker is
bottom
going
tower
for
is under
that
attack.
BKB. Still far away from it, but the 2-4's got it.
Good time to jump. RTZ still 100
Dire's
gold
top
away from the
tower is
BKB,
under
finding
attack.
the PA now. Pretty huge for them as a lineup.
Nature intended us.
Back through their jungle. Firefly's already got his hands on Fly. Fly going down. EG will be happy with chances tanking that movement.
Emo's pretty big in this game. Like, he's staying 3k gold ahead of the Storm Spirit. BKB done. DD in a bottle. Like, they want to take this kill. Also has the Grow Bow, so that's going to reduce their magic. Magic resistance with the Sleight of Fist.
See ISO there immediately spooked. Atos connects. BKB
Radiant's
gets out
middle
of it.
tower is under attack.
I mean, IG has the space pushing on. Another tier 2 tower being taken away from EG.
Radiant structures
Not
are
feeling
fortified.
confident enough to try and charge headfirst into a fight quite yet.
A Storm Spirit without a BKB does not feel comfortable. Jumping the Lion. Lion has a way of protecting himself with the Ghost Scepter. A lot of pings on the mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Tower's gone. He's not able to make a jump. Still very scared of IG's cores. Fly. Level advantage and a bit too tanky really for RTZ to commit on.
This is a big
Radiant
power
are
spike for
scanning.
Phantom Assassin. Hitting that level 18, the crit is 450, so that's quite a lot of damage as a 10-second BKB.
Trying to get in there. Towards the river, trying to set things up onto JT.
roll up.
Has been ruptured, and he is continuing to bleed out. Look at the disarm off onto Fly, but crits down. Double damage on Emo as well as IG. They're ready to try and chase him more. Ice did pop the ghost. Ice trying to get back in there. BKB up, Fly, trying to stay on target. The timeout over, trying to find out for what's easy. Double up and down, get the jump up, he's going to put the BKB on. The Supernova should be successful. He's got to run. He can't get out of range in time. The Supernova from out, he catches the ball.
JD at the GG, the old chat. Like without Pangolier, they do not have enough team fight. They cannot match Supernova, which is level 2. That double damage on Ember Spirit, dealing a ton of damage, and now Fly, he feels very comfortable going for the high ground.
Middle tower has fallen.
And they're at least going to get this middle set of racks. No Ice, no RTZ. Cannot their friends here down the middle lane.
Radiant's middle
Top lane will be very safe still with tier 1s and tier 2s still up. IG able to take the big objective and get out without even being able to punish them at all.
It's very hard for Pangolier to play into Bloodseeker. Like, just Bloodseeker, Beastmaster, Grimstroke, these are hard counters, especially Bloodseeker. Like, you can try to buy some time, he uses a roll-up. Also, you need to have a Yule Scepter to have that 2.5 extra seconds. Try to buy some time, extra duration. Other than that, like, you as a position 4 can't really, you know, itemize. You don't get that much farm to buy a Lotus Orb or the Link here. And I do not see anyone trying to go for the Lotus. That's Prophet trying to tank up a bit. Going for the Solar Crest. They need this from BKB. They need him to be able to jump the Lion, possibly follow up with the Pangolier Rolling Thunder and just delete it before he can get any spells off.
For the twins.
Chance of going for these bounty runes. Arcane rune in the river. One that Arbet's going to be able to come and grab this. Before they make a move over IG. So I'm picking for RTZ. Going to have the Paladins. A bit of lifesteal. Stained if you can land the crits in the next fight.
Yeah, this item is just so good. You have damage, you have the lifesteal, exactly what Phantom needs. Fly on the other side. He's found Elven Tunic. More attack speed, evasion, move speed. Like, Phantom Assassin can't deal with the Troll right now, especially because he has like a bastard, so Storm also needs to be very careful. Eventually, Troll will need to buy MKB because you're playing into Phantom Assassin. It's just something that you do not like want to buy straight away, but playing into that high evasion is kind of a must-have to go for it. He's still thinking, you know, he's changing his mind. Do I need to get the Pistol Blade? I lock down the Storm Spirit, I can lock down Pango or a Dead Prophet, or do I need to deal with the Phantom Assassin?
He's going to start things straight away with a jump onto Ice.
Can't get the BKB on.
They'll bring down the line, but they can't kill the Supernova. They've got to run. RTZ is trying to turn, but the Supernova is going to go up, hold him in position. RTZ can't fight this as he'll fall. 3 dead on EG. Over towards the side, they'll let to chase down Arbet, but he's got enough mana to get all the way back to the high ground. Arbet will live. But another fight where Ollie's just able to get these Supernovas on, and EG, they can't deal with them. They don't have anybody to get on top and
no,
take the
they
down.
don't have that hero that just goes on and kills the egg. They do not have enough attack speed. IG, they go inside the pit. They feel very confident in this game right now. They have the counters for Pangolier, they have the counters for the Phantom Assassin. The way they itemize, you have a Troll with the Skull Basher against the Storm Spirit going into Abyssal Blade. He just needs to get the recipe. This should be 2 towers. EG does not defend this.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's that point where it's going to be up to EG's high ground defense. Arbet still scrambling for that BKB. He's had so much trouble just finishing off before each and every fight that EG have ended up in against IG.
Yeah, this is a huge lead. Even though it says 9, 10, it feels like a lot more considering the situation they're in right now. And I love this. I've seen this in the Chinese EPC Season 1. Ember Spirits going for Refresher Orbs, refreshing their Fire Random, refreshing the BKB. They also bought a gem. Ollie, he loves to buy an earlier gem. Like, they want to get rid of the vision, choke them, just reduce the amount of farm that EG can get.
And it's absolutely one of those games, RTZ. Next time, it's got to be the Rapier. Nothing else will cut it at this point. He has to dream big. Will he get the time to get it? Almost feels like they have to at least trade evenly with IG in one more team fight. One more lost fight could lead to IG being able to close this game up.
Arteezy knows what's up. Like, the way we come back into this game, if I land some big crits, use up, Divine Rapier, they need a good fight. Like, they still have more than 3 minutes left of that Aegis. Full Abyssal Blade done, Fly can't get a really good jump.
Fine. He held in the Bloodbright hit. Big glimmered. Emo still trying to find a catch on him, Arbed. Keeping in. More than the illusion. Fly will be able to take over. We'll back off for now.
It's always tricky to play into Lion. Like, they're not gonna feel comfortable. We've seen what Shamans position 4 Lions can do. You try to go for a split push. They still have a tier 1 tower on the bottom, so they can easily connect. Someone goes for that one extra wave, you will get punished.
And it really does feel, once that BKB step up, which it is now, in these fights, he has to get this Phoenix. Every single time we're seeing he trying to fight back and pop BKBs, Supernova puts the stop to attempt completely. Someone's got to stop Ollie.
They just don't have that hero. Like, Phantom Assassin is not gonna go and try to kill the Edge. Like, she needs to deal with other heroes. And I love this. JT straight into Aghanim Scepter after finishing the Black King bar. Wants to have 1 charge for Pangolier, 1 charge for Phantom Assassin.
Radiant are scanning.
Easy, getting closer to that Divine Rapier. It's around 4,000 gold to finish it off.
How many waves is that, would you say?
How many waves? Well, what is this spot, though? Like, I need to do some, like, real math. The other day, I'm watching Titanic, and I was like, man, what was the name of that ship? Titanic.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
Top
attack.
lane. Starting to come in from IG. They've got a DD rune. It's the remainder of it to keep pushing on with from flying by 50 Ages.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Like getting low, but he won't mind if he loses that first life. Very cautious of that. But halfway to the Rapier. That really is all eyes at the moment on Divine Rapier progression from Arteezy. Is he going to be able to get it before Arteezy come in, look for the finishing blow?
We're getting closer. Like, what they need to do is survive for another 50 seconds. This is the window of opportunity for the IG to go in, use that Aegis.
Radiant's top tower.
Right. He jumps on Emo. He's going to commit the BKB for this one. He's teamed it up thanks to Nature's attendance. And in fact, that's a BKB committed for nothing. Emo won't get the kill. Rax falling low. And Fly is going to be able to get back in and get the job done. Another set of melee Rax is taken away from EG.
Like, Troll is just massive right now. He's completely bonkers. After he gets that MKB, like Phantom Assassin, if he sees Divine Rapier on Phantom Assassin, like, he just goes on her. No doubt about it. No, we're still in the game.
Rapier's done. Starting to see the items for IG's sheer heroes come out Eon Disc. Kaka, so no longer a target that Arteezy will be able to BKB and commit on. IG sort of sit back and chill. Probably just wait for the MKB on the Troll. The next chance at a Roshan.
Like, they're not in a rush,
No.
but, you know, playing against the Phantom Assassin is always a bit tricky. That Divine Rapier, you have a True Strike against the Whirling Axis. Like, you need to be careful. I see Abed queuing up the Aghanim Scepter, still far away from it, but like, one good jump, one crit could make a difference.
That crit he's showing. Comes out again. I won't with Fly appearing on the lane. Back to base. Slow round down here. Refresher up done. No. He's going to get the Rapier. He's going to get it. Pretty much got it done. Another wave, a sold item. Rapier is going to be in the game. Is it going to be enough though? But of course, by no means does this certainly turn the game completely on its head.
Yeah, so did we answer your question? How many waves was that? Did you count?
Were you counting?
Yeah, I was not counting.
Right.
But it took him like 4 or 5 minutes to get it. Chat probably knew.
3 types of people. Those who can count and those that can't.
Dire's courier has been killed.
I thought of something else, can't say it, but yeah. Let's Divine Rapier
save
is
that
done.
for the after hours.
Yeah, I'll save it for you.
All about the timing right now. All about it. Which remind me, because you know I used to work in a cockpit.
You did?
Yeah, I got fired.
Why so?
Didn't put enough hours. Didn't get much better either when I moved over to the calendar factory.
You have to stop.
I got fired again because you know why?
And now?
I took a day off. Right, here we go, jump from IG straight away down towards the bottom. They're in onto Einstein side. Onto the BKB, ready for the finger comes down. Einstein side's into the trees, but Emo's on top of it. Einstein side just gone crit, jump onto the high ground with the swipe button with the rupture down, crit will fall. They both got buybacks available there. Then he can use them as IG diving in, RTZ. Getting conscious, he's out for the blow. Will manage to get back, now with the buyback. But the back, the flight lightning was got on Armed's head, has to use the rest of his mana to get out. Kaka jumping in another man. Armed's gone. No buyback available on Armed.
He needs 200 gold. ISSI bought back as well, so did Crit. Like IG, they could try to reset. They don't need to go for it. Roche may respawn if it's a fast respawn timer. The problem is, EG, they do not have any vision whatsoever on the map. This earlier gem picked up by Oli. He gave it to Ember Spirit, who was pretty much controlling everything. Spell Prism done on him. Like, Ember Spirit is
Radiant's
just
bottom
out of
tower
control.
is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
When you play like this, you kind of get away with just with the question marks in the previous game. 4-0 Lemon, and now I'm starting to make their call Crit. Emo and Kaka make their jump, and that's a die back from Crit. And they're already moving over Arteezy. He needs help, and he needs it now. He's hiding in the trees. He's going for the TP out. They've got the chains. They're going to yell for the stop. Still on cooldown for 10 seconds. Arteezy is gone. GG is called, and IG will take game 4. Lacoste, we're going to a game 5.
That's what everyone wants to see. Whenever there's a grand final, there's also high chances of getting a game 5.